Welcome, dear friends, to Cardiac Radio at 11 p.m., nourishing our souls with the laws of love. And the laws of love is this phenomenal book by Emmanuel through Chico Xavier, a book that inspires us to new understanding. And this book is especially written as an educational booklet to the understanding of suffering under the Spiritist view. Emmanuel comes through two mediums, Chico Xavier and Waldo Vieira, in 1962 to 63. And it's published, and now in 2021, it comes to NI as an opportunity for us to also acquire new instruction, and with the new instruction, reset the way we understand life. It's so important to give the right meaning to our life. We're talking about the truth. You and I know that Spiritism comes to revive the Christ consciousness. And Jesus said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. And the truth is something we need to learn to handle. Do we handle the truth easily? Because usually people don't. Yeah, even as adults, children are not very prepared for the truth yet. And we say that because we need to deliver the truth in parables like Jesus did, in more kind and subtle ways. But as we evolve spiritually, we need to learn. One of the things that we know we're spiritually mature is our dealing with the truth. If we know or see things and we are, we're not handling it well. Today, in this chapter, that we're learning about the consequences of the past, Emmanuel is going to tell us about the time, how we are as spirits, the soul in the cradle at death, the reincarnated soul. We're going to begin today. A few questions. When Emmanuel was asked, what is the moral condition of the soul at death and at birth? Two moments. So this is the rule. He says, at the moment of death, the soul is still connected to the evolving growth, and it enters in possession of the joys and the pains that they have accumulated over their heads. So it's like when at death, it's like the finish line, in the sense of now we're going to see what we've done, how we've done it. And at birth, what is it? At birth, the soul wakes up, takes the plow of experience again, based on the credits that were developed or the debts that we need, to which we need to redeem ourselves. Interesting how they are the same coin and two different sides. Interesting for us, right? You say, I knew it. But we need to feel it every day. The choices we make are seeds that we're sowing for the future. That right now, when we reincarnate, as we learned yesterday, in the tendencies, opportunities, struggles, and tests, we're going to recap our very, very past, projecting ourselves into the future. So then he was asked to sum up, where is the reincarnating soul spiritually? Because the body is here, but where are we? Where are we? And he's not talking about physical location. He's talking about the status, the mental status. And the answer is just a single line. Each reincarnated individual remains in what he has sold with him or herself and others. That's where we are. And why is he asking this? Because now he's going to start delivering to us what happens to us, why we reincarnate, what is the logical explanation of congenital illnesses. When we are born with infirmities since birth, it means that we have committed great crimes in previous lives. Emmanuel's words, not mine. Indefinable states of anguish and shock. Being born, this is the explanation for the cases that we have. But we can't judge, because you and I, maybe in this life, we're given a break, but I don't know next life. Because sometimes in this life, I cannot handle being born with an infirmity. But then as I grow stronger spiritually in a future life, I may voluntarily, even voluntarily ask for it. And we're talking about past illnesses, past crimes that we've committed. So, time is everything. We have more to share with you. But that's going to be tomorrow. For now, we're going to go back to one more question. When Emmanuel was asked, what do the hours of life teach us? Which lessons do they teach us? And the answer is, let us meditate in the simple lesson of the hours. Usually during the night, when the individual rests and sleeps, when they wake up, they awake and begin with the good or evil that they have sought during the previous hours. At the end of the day, everything we're seeing here is about responsibility, action, and reaction. Can we handle the truth? I know some spiritists who like to be funny, who like to, we can be as jovial as we want, but we need to face it. There is no more time. We need to be very coherent. There is no more time to waste. Humanity is suffering. There's so much happening in this world. And if we are in a bubble and we have not come across with the much suffering that is happening, and we're spiritists, we need to be fully aware that we are being called to get out of our bubbles and reach out. Reach out in daily efforts that begin within ourselves. Often we think, how can I love people more? How can I love myself more? It always starts in the feelings and in our thoughts. Words and actions become a natural consequence. No wonder Jesus said that it's more important what comes out of the mouth than what we put inside of our mouth. So you and I are being asked today to revisit the divine talisman, as Jesus said, and it's reported in the book Jesus in the Home by Neil Lucio. through Chico Xavier, that we're being asked to revisit the way we manage our hours. We need to maximize it. You and I are being asked to maximize it. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. To allow ourselves to revisit our time management. It's not about to-do lists, because sometimes we spend the whole day doing 10,000 things, but the way we do them, not healthy. Because we don't do it with love, with care, with mindfulness. We need to be present. A scholar in Spiritism said recently that the way we adults do laundry or do the dishes is different from a child's. We're not talking about efficiency. We're talking about mindfulness. Why do children enjoy it? Ana Maria Pereira, that's her name. She was mentioning that children enjoy washing the dishes because they are there. They put their whole feeling in there, the sensations, the touch and the smell and the water going through their hands. But we as adults, we're splitted. Our reasoning is somewhere else. Our body is here. We cannot even feel the sensations. And then doing the dishes is a bother. Today, we're asked to be more conscientious in the use of our time, especially here during reincarnation, because this is where things really shift for us. It's really time for school, so we want to graduate at the end. So we want to focus. And focus in the sense of putting our hearts into things and enjoying things. Smelling the roses. Some people say we should smell the roses. That doesn't mean to be idle. It means to be present. When somebody told me that once, I was much younger. And I couldn't grasp. I understood it, but I said, in this life, how do you do it? And now with Spiritism, it's clear. It's not about doing nothing and smelling the roses. It's about being present. It's not quantity, it's quality. We're going to give quality to our days. But to do so, we need to handle the truth. Many people escape and are not mindful because everything is so... The way I see the circumstances is not favoring it. So you and I are being invited today to handle the truth with loving care. When you feel it's hard, remind yourself, God loves me. If God allowed me to go through this experience, it must be good. There must be something good, because even in the difficulties, God is showing the good. So friends, you and I have some exercise to do. What a joy! Heart work, homework, however we call it. It's the opportunity for us to go through this mindful being. Every time we realize of ourselves, in the next 24 hours, let us think, I want to sow love today. I choose love. I'm a child of God. And we repeat, today I sow love. I'm a child of God. I choose love. And I repeat, Today, I sow love. I'm a child of God, and I choose love. When it comes from within, wherever and whatever we're going to do is going to easily be worked upon. Let's do this exercise together and feel the blessing of time. As Jesus said, the divine talisman, time. With time, we can do miracles. If and only if we handle the truth and are mindful. No escape. How wonderful, isn't it? So Emmanuel is bringing us today to this new understanding. Tomorrow when we come back, we're going to talk about the consequences of some actions and what happens in the upcoming reincarnations. Here, we're going to see that tomorrow in Laws of Love at Kardec Radio, where we're always nourishing our souls. Thank you, friends, and see you tomorrow.